Hey Tim, hey Shelby, hey everyone else, welcome back to 4Running Shoes. Shelby, it was fantastic to see your race report from your run Melbourne half marathon. I think you should be really pleased with the effort that you put in, and it's really great that you could run a mentally strong race. It's great that it went to plan, and it's a really significant PB, so congratulations. It was a great run. Like that's fantastic. I'll be happy if I can get close to that at the moment with my next half marathon race. So you did a really good job, and you should be really pleased with that, and looking forward to seeing what you get up to next. For me, it's been a pretty ordinary week. I want to talk a little bit about some motivation stuff today, because it's been a bit of a weird one. I don't know, just something over the last few weeks. Things are busy. I'm finding that I found getting to running a bit tricky. And, I only ran 3 times this last week, and that was an effort for me. I was going to do park run or have a longer run on Saturday, but I ended up taking photos, or volunteered as photographer fairly last minute. And then it got real wet afterwards, so I wasn't keen to do a super long run. I wasn't really prepared. I didn't carb load or anything. I was going to do a slightly longer run than usual, but it got super wet. And the last time I ran in the super wet, I had a lot of chafing, so I didn't want to do that again. And I just didn't. One of the things that I am thinking about a bit at the moment, just as a really busy person and trying to do a number of things and trying to look after myself, is, and you would have heard the term, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing well. And that's true, but I think that it is kind of complemented by the opposite. Something that I think about from time to time is, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. And that might sound counterintuitive, but if it's worth doing, it's better to do it poorly than to not do it at all. It's kind of where I'm coming from. And that's definitely been the case with my running over the last couple of weeks. I found it really difficult to get runs in. None of my last few weeks have really gone to my plan. I haven't got the kilometers in. I haven't got the number of runs that I wanted to in. But I think that, and I had the thought to just not run at all on Saturday. I got to Saturday evening, I'd been out during the day, it was super wet in the morning. I didn't run in the morning, and I thought I could just write it off. But I think that, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. So instead of going out for a 16 or 21 kilometer run like I had originally planned, just got a 5 kilometer run in, and for me that's better than not running at all. So there are times when doing it well will be really important to me. I'm not currently training for anything. I know that I have got a half marathon at the end of August that I'm thinking about, as in I'm not really preparing for it super well, but I want to run it. And I was hoping to use the fitness that I'd built over my previous marathon season. And I'm still in a reasonable amount of fitness, but I've dropped a lot more than I was kind of hoping. I think a few weeks ago I talked about plateauing. I kind of am still on that plateau, but it's lower than I was hoping that plateau would be. So I guess at the moment I'm just making sure that I'm keeping my body moving. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to get psychologically easier, if I just need to shake myself out of it. Next week's going to be super busy, as in when this is coming out, this week's going to be super busy. It's a show week. I've got a show that I'm playing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. And they're pretty late nights generally, so we'll see how running goes next week. I'm hoping to get some runs in and make the most of it. And because I'm aware that at the moment I'm not entirely sure if I'd be facing a PB at the half marathon that I'm hoping to run in August. I might just run it just to have a run, and then towards the second half of the year, as the weather warms up, things get easier, because I've also not really been outside to run in a little while. It's all been on the treadmill, which is not super motivating. Anyway, Shelby, great to see your race. That was fantastic. That was brilliant. And I'm having not quite the same experience that you folks are having at the moment. So that happens sometimes. Not injured, just tired, maybe a little burnt out from things. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching this video. Take care, and we'll see you next time, where I hope to keep showing up for myself and getting a few runs in. Things ebb and flow. We'll see you next time.